Okay, so I'm going to make myself dinner because my kids are not home and I don't do DoorDash or takeout or anything else like that. It's a whole bunch of money that I do not have right now. I don't want to spend any of that stuff, and it's way too hot to get in the car and just get crap at the drive-thru. So I'm going to make myself garlic and olive oil spaghetti, super quick, and I'm going to add just a little bit of tomato, the canned tomatoes. Just, I don't know, give it color and taste. You can add fresh basil. I have that in the garden, and again, it's too hot. I don't feel like going. So I have here fresh garlic. You add the, what do you call it? The olive oil to the pan. Get it a little bit hot. Medium flame. Don't mind my stove. I don't feel like cleaning it. And I have my water boiling. Okay, so this is a clove and a half of garlic. And I'm basically, where the hell is my, of course, I need my spoon and I don't know where my spoon is. This one is giant, but I'll use it. So you're going to basically just brown it just a tiny bit. Make sure you don't burn it. Garlic burns kind of quickly. If you have to, lower the flame. See, it just goes super quick. So I'm gonna make this and just kind of set it aside, and then I'm gonna put it back on a low flame when pasta is ready. So this is the plum tomatoes, right? Yes, they're plum. Yes, no, whatever. I'm just gonna grab this, the water, I guess you would call it. You could squish the tomatoes in the oil and do it like that, but I usually just blend it. I don't feel like doing any of that now. Again, I just want to do this quickly and just relax. See, it's like gonna stain the oil. It's not actual sauce. But of course, with tomatoes, even the canned tomatoes, you're going to have to salt it, maybe sometimes just a little tiny pinch of sugar, depending on how tart, you know, the tomatoes are. That's it. That's literally it. Where is my salt? I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. The water is going. I'm going to add my spaghetti, and then I want to show you how you take the spaghetti out of the water when it's sort of al dente still, not cooked all the way. Even actually like just right before the al dente, and then you add it to the oil and the garlic, and it just kind of finishes cooking in there, and then you add a little bit of the pasta water, and it becomes a little bit like, I don't know, almost buttery. Very, I don't know, it's delicious. Add it in the spaghetti. Make sure you mix it right away. This thing can basically come off. I just take it off the heat. You want the water to be salted, almost like seawater. So I'll show you how much I add. Okay, this is how much we Italians put in. Make sure it's nice and salted. Stir it quickly. So this is gonna be good. And plus it's healthier. You're not eating all that crap. I'm gonna taste it really quick to see if I need any sugar. Oh my God. Right. Because that was just about a tablespoon of the tomato, the canned tomatoes, I'm not gonna throw a lot. Usually it's about a pinch or a little tiny espresso spoonful, but We don't need all that. Just a little tiny bit. And I put in a half a pound of spaghetti. Probably should have said that. You see how it's not even bending yet? And then pretty soon we're gonna be able to take it out of the water and let it finish cooking in the oil. If you don't have a little tiny set of mini tongs, I highly suggest you investing. They're like an extra pair of hands. All right, it still has a little snap to it. I can feel it as I mix it. So what I'm gonna do is start my oil again, low, just to heat up. I'm going to grab my spaghetti. Only let some of the water drip, then put it right in. Just let some of the water drip, just so it doesn't get everywhere, but you're actually going to add a little bit of the spaghetti water. We're gonna add a little bit of the pasta water. I know that seems like a lot, but it's gonna finish cooking. Put it a little bit higher. Get your tongs, make sure you don't scrape the bottom of your pan, and it's gonna look like that. And all that water is going to evaporate and it's going to leave it almost creamy. See how much water? That's good, we want that. Who else hates that? When you make anything with olive oil or anything with oil in general and you have it all over the place. Still better than spending money I don't have. That's it. I mean, that looks good, right? Yeah. And then by now, the water is almost all gone. Always save the pasta water, always. I don't know if you can see it. My camera's not really focused. See how it's white in the center? Kind of. Yes, I just put it back in there. I don't care. This is for me. I'm gonna add a little bit more water. And I keep the flame on. Don't get freaked out by adding don't get freaked out by adding too much water because it all evaporates and it just leaves the pasta creamy because of the starch that's in the pasta water. The more you know. And then what you can also do is while it's still heating up like this, you can add the Parmesan cheese while the water is evaporating and it makes it almost extra creamy. It took, what, 10 minutes? And it was not expensive at all. I'm gonna save the rest of this for something else. Put this in a airtight container, pop it in the fridge, and you can use it for another couple days for something else. So that's it. Dinner's ready, and I'm not broke, so it's a win-win. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.